gone. You've just changed the label. Reason 2. It blocks your healing completely. You cannot heal from someone you are still in constant contact with. Every text, every catch-up, every innocent coffee reopens the wound just enough to stop it from closing. Healing requires distance. It requires silence.
In all the hoopla over the China summer last week, the trade deal, screaming Chinese kids, the Temple of Heaven, otherwise known as...
Oh, I didn't get a good hit. Go ahead.
We
Go ahead.
the perfect moment.
I'll chop it off when you're done.
Democrat upset is not being treated like a Democrat, but instead like everyone else. Is this the start of your interview with Javier Becerra?
This is the start of our interview with Javier Becerra and Kevin Park.
By the way, this is a profile piece. This is not a gotcha piece, right?
Well, look, I think these questions are fair. It's in order to learn about you as a candidate.
It's about the profile.
I don't know how you define profile, but I'd like to begin the interview.
The way I describe profile is you talk about all the things that I've done, things I want to do, and along with some tough questions. But not only tough questions. Holy crap. They barely turned the cameras on, and this guy's sweating like they put icy hot in his undies. That's a sign of confidence, getting floored by tough questions like, are you ready to start the interview? They ask his name, and he's ready to plead the fifth. But that's Javier, Biden's HHS secretary. You might know him by his street name, dumbass. What's amazing, this is the guy favored to win the California governor's race. With Newsom is a lame duck, and Katie Porter looks like she eats live ducks. This guy is firmly polling neck and neck with Republican candidate Steve Hilton. But it's no surprise how hammered like Joe during a Hitler change. He was one of Biden's minions got glossy profile softball, all while the right got savage government cases, which led to death down very ugly roads. Becerra backed trans policies in various schools. HHS secretary, the department.
Oh, you didn't fill it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't fill her? Thank you. Mic check. Mic check.
Search and destroy.
We're gonna restart again.
It's not done. Get back out there. Search and destroy. Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Whatever.
Bomb dropped.
Whatever.
That one. But we are not out of the mix yet. Search and destroy. Defend the objective. Enemy UAV detected. Your metrics are slipping. Clean it up. Search and destroy. You are authorized to engage. Protect the guild's interests.
Bombs on Alpha.
Bomb acquired. Lost the bomb.
Bombs on Alpha.
Your stocks are plummeting. Get this under control. Search and destroy. Protect the objective. Hostile UAV established above. Skewer release
No.
detected.
No. I'm Audie. No, it won't let me.
You are our final asset. Do your job.
No.
It's not done. Get back out there.
I'm Audie. No, it won't let me.
Search and destroy. Eliminate the objective. We got the bomb. Hostile skewer inbound. Charges dropped. Rest assured, this will be deducted from your salary. Free for all. All assets move to engage unauthorized personnel.
Was toast. I was out of all my ammo on my last round on my secondary. Both my lethals and my secondaries.
My ass was toast.
And
I
both
was
primary
I was
weapons
out
were
of
being
all my
used.
ammo on my last round on my secondary. Both my lethals and my secondaries.
Alright, fucking. So
And
now
both
I'm
primary
starting
weapons
to just get
were
this-
damn near drained. Alright, I'm talking. So now I'm starting to just get distracted. Shh.
That's the second time that's happened to me. The very last clutch, my very last mag, my very last round. I'm like, shoot.
That's the second time it's happened to me.
But I
The
got
very
I was
last
like,
clutch.
You know, I can't
My very last mag,
Pressing
my
their
very
advantage.
last
Take
round.
control
I'm
of
like,
this.
like in
shoot.
real life, I definitely wouldn't have unlimited ammo for real. The
But I
Army
was like,
is
you know,
very
I
generous
can't be too pissed.
giving
It's
us
not like
soldiers.
if this was
the
like
lead
in real
that we
life,
need. Oh, yeah.
I definitely wouldn't have unlimited ammo for real. Like, the Army
Hostile care
is
package
very
above.
generous at giving us soldiers the lead that we need. Oh yeah.
Enemy UAV detected.
Top board to bottom board.
All right. See, now that I'm just talking,
Skewer release
I
detected.
went from top of board to bottom board.
Hostile VTOL working your grid. You are in violation of contract. This incident has been logged.
My footsteps were all over the roof. I was running. I was trying to take that heel out of it. The people off. Oh, and I just hear the boom, boom, boom. It's
My
just that
footsteps were all
phone.
over the roof.
So I just unloaded
I was
my clips and
running.
my
I was trying to take that heel out, the veto out.
He
Oh,
shredded.
and just hearing the boom, boom, boom. It's just the adrenaline just getting me. So I'm just unloading my clips and my drums into the helo. And he's shredding the Jesus out of me.
Is that his real voice or is that an AI version?
This is AI.
Oh, okay, that's. I'm sorry, but some of the stuff looks very realistic.
Yeah.
Is that his real voice or is that an AI version? Oh, okay, that's. I'm sorry, but some of the stuff looks very realistic.
Free for all. Eliminate all threats.
See, now you broke my distraction or my attention. Yeah, I'm blaming you.
See, now you broke my distraction or my attention.
I absolutely now I do not like sharing my office with nobody.
do not like sharing my office with nobody.
You're losing. Switch it up. Hostile UAV established above. Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Well, I was trying to watch him on the
We
map.
lost to a bunch of
He was coming
401ks.
around the right, so I threw my frag out there. Just whether he was going to run into it or at least get, disoriented by it. He come around the corner,
So I threw my frag out there. Just whether he was going to run into it or at least get, disoriented by it.
That's a beautiful.
He'd come around the corner, I'd pop him. No, he was ready.
Not
I
that.
was still
Not the
prepared.
Grim Reaper.
That's a beautiful picture. Not that. Not the Grim Reaper.
Iran has agreed to send delegations to Pakistan for new negotiations. They are pressing Washington to put Iran's entire energy infrastructure on the table as the final ultimatum if the regime walks away. The deal being offered today is harder than anything the regime has ever faced, because for the first time the United States holds every form of leverage simultaneously. Military superiority, economic strangulation, diplomatic isolation, financial penetration into the deepest corners of the regime's memory. Iran has two options: sign an agreement on American side, or face the systematic challenge with every piece of energy infrastructure. There is no third option. The regime knows that. The mainstream media spent 4 weeks showing the results. The paranoia, the burning tactics, all of that is real. All of that is a genuine display of American military power. but the war actually reshaping the Middle East has been fought in treasury operations, in sanctions operations, in guidance levels which will currently are treason, and in the financial records of shell companies hidden across a dozen countries. Operation Epic Fury is the opening statement. Operation Economic Tier is the closing statement. The carriers with the gun, the balance sheet for the weapon, and at the center of all of it is a president who looked the world
Free for all.
and said that he
Black Ops, neutralize all threats.
and he spent every single day since making sure that is not divine. That is the kind of strategic genius that comes around in this generation. And today, America is lucky, and America is winning. This is the Altus Blueprint, Tumultus World Movement. The analysis Washington does not want you to do. The truth America deserves to do. Good afternoon, America. Stay confident, stay strong, and stay free. This is Altus World Movement. Good luck. We explain. So,
with this classified tech, U.S. forces didn't even produce. Here's what it means. Every kiss is this. Some are desire, some are habit, some are ownership. But when a man kisses you on certain parts of your body, it reveals intention without using words. They expose how he sees you, how safe he is, and what role you hold in his life. Here are 6 places and what they usually do. Number 1, your forehead. This is protection. A forehead kiss is rarely about desire. It is about care, reassurance, and emotional safety. When a man kisses you, he is trying to cover you. It says you matter. I want you to stay. Men who give forehead kisses often feel emotionally connected. This kiss shows presence, genuine concern. Number 2, a kiss on the cheek is comfort. It's not rush, and it's not about intercourse. When a man kisses your cheek, it often means says, "You're mine." Cheek kisses usually happen when a man feels settled, affectionate, and emotionally present. It shows ease, warmth, and genuine confidence rather than raw desire. This kind of kiss your neck. This is desire mixed with intimacy. Your neck is sensitive, close to the pulse, and deeply personal. When he kisses your neck slowly, it shows attraction with control. He is not rushing. This kind of kiss usually appears when a man is ready. It blends closeness with attraction. It's less about more about connection. Number 4, your hands. This is your hands responsive. This is gentle, intentional, and thoughtful. Hand kisses are about adoration. Initiation will be raw, not just what you offer. There's a quality that says I value you. His hands often have over its character for presence. It carries dignity and emotional regard. Many women feel vulnerable. When a man kisses you there softly, it signals. He is saying you do not need to hide here. It shows comfort, trust, and emotional closeness. This kiss is emotionally bonded. It is about reassurance, not appearance. Your lips. A slow, intentional kiss on the lips is connection. Not rushed, not forceful. This type of kiss says I am here with you.
Hostile care package above. Hostiles released the skewer.
Often reveals what it feels. Care,
slow. Respect is gentle. Presence is intentional. Pay attention to the action. Sometimes one kiss tells you more than words ever could. If you found this video interesting, like it and follow this page for more videos like this. When a man kisses you on this bonfire,
Enemy UAV detected.
Hours after you put down that last
What are you waiting for? Make your move! Enemy care package dropping.
Strike ready for delivery.
Hostile care package above. Enemy care package dropping.
Raider 1-9 rolling in. Deploying payload. Raider 1-9 delivery complete. RTB.
Everybody bail. This operation needs a hard reboot.
But it required skilled labor. Requiring 200,000 man-hours to produce. The Germans built fewer than 1,400 titans in these episodes. Literally one titan was worth 5 episodes. The quality would triumph over quantity. Early victories reinforced this. On the second day, Schneider did his production analysis. The GPU built by Louis Oberlin in November 1942 was identical to ones Ford was also building. This meant standardization. Every part was interchangeable. Production figures were staggering. 48,000 in 1941, 159,000 in 1942, with projections for 1943 exceeding 250,000. Over 800 Jeeps per day. The Kugelwagen, by contrast, was produced at a rate of 14,000 per year. The Americans were building 18 times more light vehicles. Schneider realized the Americans weren't designed for confidence, they were designed for scale. Every simplification was purposeful, every reduction in complexity was calculated. And if that was true,
but the Americans understood something about war that Germany refused. Something fundamental that might explain why, despite Germany and our capability, the war was beginning to turn. We documented how every component, from the stamped steel body to the cast iron engine block, was designed for mass production, requiring minimal skilled labor and basic tools for assembly and repair. The Americans weren't simply
Free for all.
they were simply
Secure the mission area at all costs.
in 87 countries, tours, grounds, and strategic assessments. We requested a meeting with General Major Ferdinand von Kamen, recently returned from North Africa. I had ridden in these vehicles, he said. Years of combat, I never saw
What's that part now?
he spoke with facts filled with American trucks and airfields with more fuel than Walmart's entire army. We kept destroying their weapons,
That's that for n-
but we were not winning. We were drowning. We picked up Schneider's report. Your analysis is correct. This vehicle is crude, but it is not unreliable. It is not difficult to repair. It is not rare. When one of theirs broke, they pushed it aside and took another. When one of ours broke, we spent hours repairing it because we had no replacement. Schneider felt a profound shift in his understanding. General, they pushed it aside and took it. When one of ours broke, we spent hours repairing it because we had no replacement. Schneider felt a profound shift in his understanding. Manufacturing is designed
Hey.
general.
Yeah.
They pushed it aside and took it.
I'm switching the move button.
We spent hours repairing it because we
Right.
had no replacement.
Right here.
Schneider felt a profound shift.
Does it blend in?
Manufacturing is designed
Hey.
general.
Yeah.
They pushed it aside and took it.
I'm switching the move button.
We spent hours repairing it.
Oh, that's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here.
Schneider felt a profound shift.
Does it blend in?
Manufacturing was designed
Hey.
general.
Yeah.
They pushed it aside and took it.
I'm switching the move button. Oh, that's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here.
Schneider felt a profound shift.
Does it blend in?
Manufacturing was designed
Hey.
general.
Yeah.
They pushed it aside and took it.
I'm switching the move button. Oh, that's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here.
Schneider felt a profound shift.
Does it blend in? Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. No button. Oh, that's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here. Does it blend in? Yeah. No button. That's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here. Does it blend in? Yeah. No button. That's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here. Does it blend in? Yeah. No button. That's right. I hadn't even touched. Right here. Does it blend in? Yeah. Right here.
A valid copy of his GPS and final underestimated. This is analysis of American industrial advantage. We knew, we documented it, we refused to believe it. The Jeep itself entered legend. After the war, in the markets worldwide. Their ruggedness and simplicity made the British Lander, the Volkswagen Beetle, both drew lessons from the Jeep's philosophy of simplicity and producibility. The strategic lesson that wars of attrition favor producibility over perfection has shaped military procurement ever since. The question isn't just, is this the end of what can be examined? It's not inferior engineering, but different priorities. Where Germans pursue excellence, American design pursues sufficiency. Where German manufacturing emphasizes precision, American manufacturing emphasizes volume. These are not weaknesses to exploit, but strengths.
Hey Ross,
Yeah?
can you help me fix this? I need to go and put the part back down,
Okay.
but can you help me fix that setting? Please and thank you.
The Reich, which had conquered 2 continents with sophisticated equipment, was ultimately crushed by simpler equipment produced in overwhelming quantities. The Jeep was a messenger, delivering a warning that Germany could not, would not accept. By the time the full implications became undeniable, it was far too late. 640,000 Jeeps, 2 million trucks, 98,000 tanks, 400,000 aircraft. This was the avalanche that buried the Third Reich. It began with one crude, simple, deliberately unsophisticated vehicle that German engineers examined and dismissed. In that dismissal were the seeds of strategic defeat.
I don't know what to do here.
In total war, adequate equipment that exists defeats perfect equipment that doesn't. The Jeep proved it 640,000 times over.
What was that?
I guess I don't get it.
Okay, you can't figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, I tried a couple of things and it didn't change anything.
Found a quiet German warehouse and cooler store. Outside, snow blanketed proving grounds where tanks once roared. Inside, under stark electric light.
Good afternoon, America. What I am about to tell you in the next few minutes will change how you see the world. It will change how you see China. This is Alta's World News. This is the Alta's Brief. And this is the story the mainstream media does not want you to fully understand. Because here is the truth delivered straight. No spin, no agenda. Let us start with a question. A simple question. One that cuts straight to the heart of everything. For decades, under administration after administration, America went hand in hand to Beijing. We sent our jobs there. We sent our factories there. We sent our technology there. We opened our universities to their students. We gave them access to our markets. We gave them access to our ports. We gave them access to our financial system. And we told ourselves, we actually convinced ourselves, that if we just kept being generous enough, China would become more like us. It did not work. It was never going to work. And deep down, if you are honest with yourself, you know
What the heck you want? Expand your browser window to see the story. Am I not? My goodness.
And while American leaders were shaking hands at some
Whatever.
agreements that China had no intention of honoring, the Chinese Communist Party was quietly building the largest peacetime military machine in the history of the world, paid for in large part by American consumers buying Chinese goods. That era is over. The era of the left is finished. And what is replaced is something this country has not seen in a very long time. An American president who walks into the room knowing exactly what he wants, knowing exactly what the other side needs, and having absolutely no interest in giving it away for nothing. Now let me give you the numbers, because numbers do not lie. Numbers do not have a political agenda. Numbers simply tell the truth. The United States of America produces approximately 1/3 of total global economic output. One country, 1/3 of everything the entire world makes. That is not a nation in decline. That is the most economically dominant force in human history, still operating at full power. China, for all the headlines about its rise, has a per capita productivity rate that is a fraction of ours. For every dollar of economic value one American worker produces, it takes 4 Chinese workers to match it. 4. That is not the productivity of a civilization that is about to overtake
Just
the
don't
world's
say
most
that,
advanced
okay?
economy.
Okay.
That is the reality of a developing nation that has been extraordinarily successful at assembling goods cheaply and extraordinarily dependent on American consumers to buy those goods. America exports energy. We
That's
are
my
one of the
daughter.
largest oil and gas
Jesus, I
producers
thought I
on
was
the
looking
planet.
at you.
We are sending-
I can't turn my neck because of the rod, so I'm trying to.
Previously held hostage to
Should we grab it and print it?
imports enormous quantities of oil every single day. They are
You got her
in
lost purse.
a world where America is an increasingly powerful supplier. In any negotiation between a supplier and a customer, you cannot easily go elsewhere. Who holds the power? America leads the world in artificial intelligence. Our technology companies, our research universities, our innovation ecosystem. There is nothing remotely comparable anywhere else on Earth. The foundational technologies of the 21st century are being built here. The infrastructure of the digital economy runs on American platforms, American software, American chips designed by American engineers, many of whom were trained in American institutions. And China's demographics. China's fertility rate has collapsed to approximately 1 child per woman. That is not a growing nation. That is a nation that is aging, shrinking, and heading toward a demographic crisis that no amount of central planning.
Okay.
Fewer young workers means slower growth. Slower growth means a weakening tax base. A weakening tax base means a government that cannot fund its military ambitions, its social programs, or its global expansion, all at the same time. These are not opinions. These are facts. The data points toward one conclusion and one conclusion only. America holds all the cards, every single one of them. And President Trump knows it.
Whoa.
The ones who have been wrong about him since
Boy, is she growing up.
Yeah. Don't you look at my daughter. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I know what it feels like. Holy. Oh my goodness.
When China comes to the table asking for relief from tariffs, what they are really doing is admitting that they need us more than we do. When they ask America to ease up on economic pressure in exchange for their cooperation on the line, what they are really doing is confirming that their cooperation is contingent, transactional, and therefore unreliable. And when a president looks at that offer and says, "I don't need your help right now, thank you," what that president is doing is demonstrating leverage of the highest order. Think about what President Trump said in a recent interview. He was asked whether China could help with Iran. And his answer was remarkable for its clarity. He said, "We do not need their help." And you know the problem with help. When somebody helps you, they always want something on the other side. That is the way help works.
Is that a stepbrother?
No, I don't know who it is. Trying to see if there's by any chance a name to it.
The moment you accept help, you do not need it. You have traded away freedom of action, and freedom of action is the most valuable asset any nation possesses. He held back billions of dollars in Taiwan weapons approvals, not because he does not care about Taiwan, but because he is not going to telegraph his next move to an adversary. He is not going to give away leverage for free. He is going to keep Xi Jinping encircled. And uncertainty when your opponent has more to lose than you is one of the most powerful tools in the diplomatic arsenal. That is genius. That is strategic genius. And it is working. Let me now walk you through something that I think will stop you in your tracks. There is a pattern in modern history that repeats with striking regularity. And once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it.
Why did she
In the 1930s, the
let
fashionable
her
opinion
cut
among
her
academics,
hair
among
that way?
journalists, among the global
Oh
elite,
my
was that
goodness.
fascism was the wave of the future. That the organized, disciplined, militarized fascist state had found a model superior to messy, inefficient, argumentative democracy. You know what happened to that theory? After the Second World War, The Soviet Union launched a satellite into space, and the entire Western intellectual establishment panicked. The Soviet model, centrally planned, ideologically disciplined, militarily enormous, was declared unstoppable. You know what happened to that period. In the 1980s, Japan Incorporated was the new unstoppable force. Japanese companies were bombing American landmines. Economists
can you grab me a Zofran?
base was finished. Our technological
Oh,
edge was gone,
wait.
and that Tokyo would be the capital of the 21st
She definitely has my
century.
eyes.
You know what happened to that period. Then came the European Union, the supposed perfect model for a post-national world. A harmonized, regulated, multilateral utopia that was going to show America and everyone else a better way forward. You know what happened to that theory. Every single one of these supposed superpowers failed. Every single one. Not because America was lucky, not because history was kind to us by accident, but because every one of those systems, fascism, communism, Japanese corporate mercantilism, European regulatory statism, lacked the one thing that America has always possessed and always will possess: constitutional freedom, federalism, personal liberty, market capitalism, an open society that rewards talent wherever it finds it, punishes complacency wherever it hides, and reinvents itself in every generation, because the spirit of individual human freedom is the most powerful engine of progress that has ever existed. China is simply the latest chapter in this same story, the latest system, the latest paradigm that we are all supposed to be frightened of, and it will meet the same fate as every system before it, because it does not have what we have. It cannot replicate what we have, and no amount of economic growth, military building, or diplomatic maneuver will change us.
Is there another name for Zofran?
Dancentron.
Yeah. Because this is the pressure point. This is where the critics scream the loudest. And this is where the president's strategy is most brilliantly misunderstood. The critics say he is abandoning Taiwan. They say by leaving weapons approvals open, by not announcing every decision in advance, by keeping Xi Jinping uncertain about exactly where the money is. He is being reckless with a democratic outcome. Here is what they are missing. A president who announces every decision in advance is not conducting strategy. He is conducting a press briefing. The entire power of America's position in Taiwan lies in the ambiguity. It lies in the fact that China must plan for the worst case. China must assume that if it moves on Taiwan, America's response will be maximum, because it cannot be certain that the response will be minimal. That uncertainty is deterrence, and deterrence is peace. The goal is not to go to war over Taiwan. The goal is to make the cost of aggression so incalculable, so unknowable.
This is what I want to know.
That Beijing never pulls the trigger in the first place. This president
There's a plate number.
he is not going to
I want to.
Beijing
I'm trying to figure out.
exchange for
Apparently, she likes
cooperation
Dr. Pepper.
cooperation that China has repeatedly promised and never delivered. He is not going to trade away American leverage at the exact moment
What?
America's leverage is
Just
at
a
peak.
squirrel, I
He has
guess.
said it himself, and I think it is one of the most consequential strategic statements of the modern era. He said, "I will not do a quid pro quo when they need things from us, and we do not need things from them. Not now, maybe 10 years ago, but not now, not now, because now the cards are in American hands. Let us talk about fentanyl, because this is not just a trade issue. This is not just a diplomatic issue. This is a matter of American lives, real American lives. Your neighbors, your family, communities across this country. Approximately 75,000 Americans die every year from drug overdoses, with fentanyl playing a central and devastating role. The chemical precursors for that fentanyl flow from China. They pass through criminal networks and into American streets, into American homes, into the veins of American sons and daughters. For years, China promised to stop this flow. Agreements were signed, commitments were made, handshakes were exchanged, and the fentanyl kept coming. Because a government that will not honor its commitments on something as fundamental as the mass poisoning of your citizens is not a reliable partner on anything. This president has said it plainly. China cannot be trusted. They promised years ago they would stop the fentanyl. They never did, and he is not going to pretend otherwise. He is not going to paper over that betrayal with diplomatic pleasantries. He is going to hold them accountable, because that is what leadership looks like when the stakes are this high, and he has the leverage to do it. That is the difference. Previous presidents had the moral clarity to know this was wrong. This president has the moral clarity
Okay, that
and the
was
strategic
one.
position to actually do something about it. Let me now paint the full picture, because I want you to see this the way a military commander sees a battlefield, from above, with full view of every piece in play. President Trump has assembled American power across multiple dimensions simultaneously.
Which one did he? Oh, dang it. Which one did he
Energy dominance.
do?
America is producing oil, natural gas, liquefied natural gas at historic levels. We are supplying
Right
allies
here.
who were previously held hostage by hostile energy suppliers.
Right.
We are denying adversaries the price leverage that energy scarcity provides. We are funding our own renaissance with the wealth that comes from energy independence. Artificial intelligence leadership, the foundational technologies of the next century are being built here. The talent, the capital, the infrastructure, the regulatory environment that allows innovation to flourish, all of it is American. China can copy, China can steal, China cannot create the conditions that generate this kind of innovation.
Sorry for stealing your little spot.
No, I'm reading the content.
Can I turn this off or what this is?
Pause it, please.
This?
Yes,
Oh,
just
or
pause
no,
that.
no. Yours is over here.
Yeah, pause that.
I don't know how to pause it.
Up here in the left-hand corner. Yeah.
Okay. So I just. Oh shit! My son's don't say I'm on his profile, but
Oh my gosh. How preposterous. Here's your Zolfran.
oh. Can you X out of every? I wish you hadn't done that. X out of that website.
Over here?
Mhm.
Okay. Boom. Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.